Good evening, everyone. How is everyone's evening going? I just got done watching one of the best Impact specials that they've ever had. It was freaking nuts. It was great. It was fantastic. Everything worked well together. It was great. That being said, there's a lot to discuss in detail of what I do best. Well, I'm going to say best, but what I at least try to do best. Let's review the show. Night kicked off with Alicia and Hernandez versus Deonna Purrazzo and her surprise partner. Now, Alicia and Hernandez came down the ring, and Deonna Purrazzo came down by herself, and she walked into the ring and said nothing, and then all of a sudden the lights clicked off, and who would appear? Drama King Matt, and I cannot pronounce his last name, Rehwoldt, or something like that. Rehwoldt. I think it's Rehwoldt. I'm going to call him Drama King Matt. It's way easier to say. So that was a crazy-ass debut. I mean, I knew his debut was coming because he was at the Nashville tapings, and he teased a lot on Twitter, but I didn't know he was going to be Deonna's partner. Completely fooled me. That was great. What a fantastic match. All teams freaking crushed it. It was great. And an even better debut. He looked crisper, cleaner, more in control of what he's doing. It was great to see Matt out of his handcuffs, basically, because he was much cleaner with his moves. There was a fun little moment in the match where Deonna wants to tag in Drama King, and Hernandez is in the ring, is the legal opponent. Sorry, I'm still trying to focus on everything. Is still the legal opponent. So Deonna reaches for Drama King, and he's like, no, you're the best you are best. You're the best. You are the virtuosa. You can do this. I am the Drama King, and you are the virtuosa. Go out there and take care of business. She didn't say that exactly, but that's basically what he told. He told her that he was not going to tag her in because she could handle Hernandez, and she absolutely did. For the good moment, she did, until Hernandez kind of overpowered her, but for the good 3 minutes, she overpowered Hernandez. It was pretty incredible. And held her own. That was fantastic. The match was absolutely incredible. Deonna and Matt advanced to the semifinals. Next up in the first round is Steiner family, Jordan Grace and Petey Williams versus Team Chat, Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green. What an amazing match. That was fantastic. A lot of double teaming from each team that equals some really fun spots. There were some great fun spots with this double teaming. There was callback to the Steiner brothers when they did the whole Steiner recliner thing. Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona worked well with each other. They did a broski boot together. I don't know if it's called that anymore. It's called the radio silence, I guess. Yeah, radio silence. So there was a lot of fun spots in this match that was double teaming. It was great. And Team Chat, Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona, advance. After the match, however, Steve Macklin surprises Petey Williams with an ambush attack. It was freaking nuts. I don't understand why and what happened, but apparently Macklin has an issue with Petey Williams, and the issues will continue. Up next, Tommy Dreamer and Rachel Ellering versus Myers. And hey, what's up, Terrence? What's up, Jared? Yeah, I've been away for about a good 2 weeks. I've been back at it. Like, this is the second week I've been back. A lot changed in my life, and it was starting to get too stressful. It was kind of hard to mentally keep doing this. So I took a little mental break to figure out, and I rebooted myself at Slammiversary. What was I saying? So Tommy Dreamer and Retro Ellering came out looking like the Legions of Doom with the whole face paint, the warrior style, and everything else was great. Myers comes out with Sam Beal, and Sam Beal comes out and says that I got the perfect partner for you. You're not gonna believe who I got for you. And he goes on these lists saying WCW World Class Wrestling, something Sunside, ECW Original Missy Hyatt. And from the knowledge of what I saw tonight, she wasn't a wrestler in her career. She was a manager. She managed champions. She managed talents. She wasn't a wrestler. So Sam Beal completely dropped the ball again. So Missy Hyatt was like, I'm not a wrestler. She came out wearing stiletto heels, jeans, and a tight black blouse. She looked like she was ready to go on her date. It was not a good look. Not a good look on Sam Beal. He definitely screwed up. However, during the match, was a fun, fantastic match. It was awesome. I was shocked to see Missy Hyatt. But Tommy Dreamer and Richard Ellering advanced. In the match, Missy Hyatt would not tag herself in, and she got in once and just totally crushed under the pressure. She's an elderly woman now, so like she's kind of fragile. So she's not going to get in the ring and toss people around or get involved in any physical way, shape, or form. So it was basically Myers in a handicap, and he lost. After that, I don't know if I wrote that down, but somewhere later on the night, Myers was talking to Missy Hyatt, and she's like, "Are you aware that I'm not a wrestler?" And Myers is like, "This is on you." The whole thing went sideways, and he said Myers went to Beal, and he said, "This is on you. This is your fault." So then Beal got in some interaction with Missy Hyatt, and she's like, "You know what? I like those perms, those curls." He's like, "Oh, you do? Yeah." It's like, "Let me see your face. Let me see those eyes. Take off those glasses." And he's like, "Okay." He's like, "Oh, she's like, "Yo, you're really cute. You know what? Close your eyes, pucker up, and I'll give you a big surprise." And this idiot fucking did it. When a lady says that, you don't fall for it. That's 101. That is 101. You do not fall for that when a pretty lady says, "Close your eyes and pucker up." You're either getting something that's not supposed to be in your mouth or on your lips, or you're just getting decked the fuck out. Which in case point, he got decked out by a purse. Brutal lesson. I mean, I'm not even a wrestler, and I understand that. So, anyways, back to the next match. Up next is Decay versus Fallah and Tasha. This was a really fun match. A lot of interesting chants. There was bite his face off, bite her face off, and Ba was every time they said that, he's like, "No, no, 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 no." So the whole entire match was crowd controlled. Like the crowd, the audience took control of that entire match, and all four wrestlers took complete advantage of that. It was great to see. It was great to hear. It was fantastic. Ba was scared of Decay. Tasha was a little etchy on the whole thing, so it was great concept, great looking match. It was probably my favorite match of the night. It was great. Decay advances. They move on to the semifinals. Up next is a match that wasn't on the card, but it's Willie Mack versus Cody Deaner representing VBD. This was a fun match, fun intermission match. That's what I'm going to call it. It was between the tournaments. So it was a fun intermission match. They added more to the VBD story with Rich Swann and Willie Mack. A lot of near pinfalls. I wrote pitfalls. Near the end of the match, Rhino tried getting involved but Rich Swann took him out. But while Rich Swann was dealing with the rest of the members of VBD, Eric Young was on the other side of the ring, hitting Willie Mack with a VBD flag. It hurt pretty well because it stunned Willie Mack, and it gave Diener the advantage to hit his Diener DDT, and Willie Mack lost the match. Yeah, you gotta watch out for that flag. Up next is Sammy matches. Oh, semifinal matches. First up, Deonna Purrazzo and Drama King Matt versus Chelsea Green and Matt Cardona. This was a great match, very strong from both teams. I was very nervous when Deonna grabbed Chelsea's arm, and I'm like, the last thing she wants or needs is a Fujiwara armbar on that goddamn cast. Leave that shit alone. Wait till she's healed, then put that torture on her. I was cringing as fuck. Gladly, Chelsea Green was well taken care of in this match. They really understand that she has an injury, but she really wants to work these tapings, and she is cleared to compete, but they are protecting her, which is a lot harder than it sounds, but she's pulling it off nice. Matt Cardona and Chelsea Green worked well together. Deonna Purrazzo and Drama King worked well together. It was a great match. However, Drama King and Deonna advanced to the finals. Up next, Decay versus Tommy Dreamer and Rachel Ellering. It was a carnivorous match. There was a lot of biting, a lot of raking, a lot of scratching, a lot of scaring, a lot of feral cries. This was freaking nuts. It was scary as fuck. Absolutely insane. So yeah, crazy. A lot of bites. Matt Striker said, "Welcome to Impact Wrestling, where you get tetanus." I'm like, why would you say that? So I almost tagged Ross Foreman on Twitter, and I'm like, you know what? You're the doctor there. Do you ever have to apply tetanus shots? I almost tagged him, but I didn't want to put that on social media. Yeah. I just put that on social media just by saying it, but yeah. So it was a great match. I absolutely loved it. Decay advances to the finals. Next up is the X Division match, X Division Championship match, representing Decay, Black Taurus versus Josh Alexander, the X Division champion. What a great physical battle that was. It was insane. This might have been Josh Alexander's biggest fight yet. Taurus obliterated him. It was really rough seeing him stagger like that. Taurus surprised the hell out of him. But lo and behold, Josh Alexander prevailed, bucked up, got his stuff in, and he overpowered Taurus a little into the match. But it was a great physical contest, and I loved it. Josh Alexander retains. It was an insane challenge. Next up is the final match in the mixed tag team tournament. The finals, Decay versus Deonna Purrazzo and Drama King Matt versus Decay. What a crazy ass match. Everyone gave their all. What an incredible tournament. Deonna Purrazzo and Matthew are the official king and queen of Impact Wrestling. Great match. Very, very sound way to close the tournament. It was a really solid tournament. I loved it. Had a lot of fun. It wasn't really I don't want to say physical contest, but it wasn't meant to be a physical challenge. It was a lot of fun. They had a lot of fun elements to make them entertaining. It was challenging. It was good. I mean, they have a really good blend of mixing wrestling and fun. Something another company should do. But yeah, it was great. Next up is the main event, Eddie Edwards versus Morrissey in a hardcore match. This match was violent, brutal. I'm actually going to say brutal. Brutal and violent. It was just, wow. I mean, there was no pizza cutters or glass, but wow. They used tables, chairs, chains, kendo sticks, zip ties, ladders, trash can lids, trash cans, stairs, combined with a ladder. Eddie was kicked off the turnbuckle launched into a table. It was absolute chaos. It was a great match. And Eddie Edwards has slain Morrissey after that physical and violent battle. It was a great match. And this was only $10. They gave a pay-per-view worth $40 for 10. Absolutely insane. Just fantastic. I love it. Definitely cured my the stress I was feeling earlier dealing with the internet trolls on freaking social media today over the release of Bray Wyatt and the fans attacking Bray, Chelsea Green, and Alexa Bliss. I'm not going to get involved into it. I'm not going to say what happened and what did. You can search that shit on your own because I'm not going to stress myself again. Anyways, I'm glad you enjoyed the event. I'm glad you tuned into my stream, and I will be doing this again on Thursday. Now, I will be house sitting, so this whole background might not be the same. So, I am house sitting for a week, and I got to still get my crap in, so here it is. We do not know the card yet next week, and the only match we do know of is the triple threat match with Kazarian, Eddie Edwards, and Sami Callihan. Not triple threat. 6-man tag versus the Elite, Good Brothers and Kenny Omega, and Eddie Edwards, Sami Callihan, and Frankie Kazarian. No other matches have been announced, but I will keep my eye out. Thank you for watching, and I will read the chat. Jared, hi. Drama King Matthew. See, I cannot pronounce that name at all. Rehwoldt. I'm going to call him Matthew. Has arrived. Yeah, he made a great debut. Eddie Edwards should win back Impact World Championship eventually. Terrence, dude, you're back. Fantastic. Yeah, I took a little mental break. I've been back since Slammiversary. Did you hear any news on Black Taurus? Well, I guess we understand now that his horn is not actually sharp or edgy because it was not torn off, but it was decimated. Yeah, I saw that. Do you think they should sign Big Dama? You asked me that earlier. I don't know. That's up in the air. Terrence, I didn't watch it. I don't like the booking of some of the talent. I'm glad you like the show. To each your own. I mean, it's only $10, so it's not like you're throwing your money away. If you want a fun afternoon to just pal around with friends or have something to watch on a Saturday afternoon, I mean, what better way than to watch wrestling with your favorite Impact talent? I just don't see. I mean, people have choices of them and that, but I thought it was a solid show, and it was definitely worth a watch. So, anyways, thank you for watching, and I will check you guys next week. If you want to share this around social media, I am on Twitter at MiseryEater101, 101, not 01. So, yeah, you can catch me on there. Thank you for your support, and feedback is always appreciated. Catch you next week. Laters.